Hello viewers, it's Barrister Ukonu at Barr Mercy, and I welcome you to today's Brain Box series. And I really want to say good afternoon, everyone out there. Good day. I don't know wherever you're calling from. I don't know wherever you're calling from, but I say good day to you all. And I really want to say I'm happy to be here today. It's yet another time with Kingdom Rdio, 94.9 FM Sweden. And I want to say a very big thank you to Pastor Chris for allowing me to be here today and for organizing this, having me here today. And I want to say a very big thank you to every of the Kingdom Rdio fan out there on the page and everyone out there listening to me. And I want to say God bless you all. And I presume that our week was awesome, beautiful, and I know that whatever it is that God is going to perfect, whatever imperfection that is left out of it. And this is Brain Box series, and Brain Box series is something that is get towards reaching out to lives, millions of people out there, because a lot of people have so much inside of them, and they're yet to showcase these things to the world. In a lot of talent, a lot of dreams are dying by the day. So the mission of Brainbox is to help speak to the mind of people, lift off their mind, get to every facet of life in order to bring out the greatness inside each and every one of us. Because I believe that each and every one of us has greatness inside of us. We have something to offer to the world. But that's why Brainbox is get towards awakening the sleeping giants inside each and every one of us. That's the aim of a Brain Box. And if you can reach us once this program is done, you have any question or something bothering your mind or something you want to share, you want to talk about, or the topic you like us to treat, like me to treat, you can leave it. You can follow us on our Facebook page at Brain Box Series. And also on our YouTube page, on my YouTube page, Mercy Ukonu, and also follow our Instagram, Mercy Ukonu 10, and Twitter, Mercy Ukonu. That's where you can reach us. And whatever it is, we are sure to respond to you. And I really want to say I'm happy to be here once more. And thank you so much, Pastor Chris, because this is yet another time, excited time, because I feel happy anytime I am here, because I feel like someone out there needs this word, because it's been said that it's words, someone out there or something might be happening to us, but we just need one word to throw us in, one word to bring us to that right path, which we ought to be, or one word to bring out that talent that that is sleeping inside of us, or that is not yet awakening inside each and every one of us. So I really want to say once more, thank you, Pastor Chris, and thank you everyone out there viewing and listening. And don't forget to invite your friends to listen, to share, because it's something that can change each and every one of us, our lives. And today we'll be looking at a topic titled It's Possible. Do you realize that it's possible? Anything is possible for you. Anything is possible for each and every one of us. There is no impossibility. And that's why they said the impossible says, I am possible. That is what the impossible says. And that's why also the Bible said something, that we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. There is nothing that's impossible for you to achieve. There is no goal that's impossible for you to achieve. Are you downcasted? Are you bothered? Are you worried? Is something been torturing you that's affecting you, or that is bringing down your zeal? I'm here to tell you today that it is possible. Whatever your mind can conceive, you can actually achieve it. The impossible within the minds of men is possible within the minds of another. So it's only how we see it. And that's why we say that if you want to change your life, if we want to change our life, we need to change what our focus, and also need to change what our physiology. For you to get past where you are right now in the game of life, you need to engage. You need to master your space. And there's something we need to know, that for everything is possible for us to achieve. That's bad health that you're having right now, you can come out of it. That's a financial lack, financial problems that you're going through right now, you can come out of it. It is possible for every one of us if only we believe. And it's been said that for things to be possible for each and every one of us, we need to focus on our activity. Just like earlier I said, we need to change your focus and physiology. And at the same time, we need to understand that every day we need to engage our time in productive activities that is gearing us towards our future, gearing us towards achieving our purpose and dreams in life. There is nothing impossible for you to achieve. That's why they said that every day you need to feed our minds with success thoughts. Otherwise, our mind will ride on mediocrity. It depends on what we feed our minds with. That is what our minds rides with. Now, we need to know that it is impossible. It is possible. You can achieve that dream. You can achieve that goal. That is why we need to understand that in the game of life, there are also three set of people. We have the winners in life, we have the losers in life, and we have those who have not yet discovered who they are, whether they are winners or whether they are losers. And these are the people that are very fragile and they're in between. And these people only need just one word. They need just an encouragement. They need somebody to say something to them. You might be that person out there. You are just in between. You have not discovered whether you're a winner. You don't know whether you're a loser. You don't even know what you are. You're just confused about life. You're just confused about yourself. You're just confused about your goals, your dreams, the things you need to do that need to propel you to the future, the things you need to do that will take you to the heights that you want in life. You're just in between. You just need a word to drop from someone in order for you to get encouraged. I'm here to tell you that it is possible, no matter whatever you're going through. No matter the problems, no matter the challenges that you're going through, it is possible for you. Now, what each and every one of us to beat our chest and tell ourselves today that it is possible. I can achieve that dream. I can do that thing. I can achieve that goal. That thing that I want out of life, I can get it. And that is what we need to tell ourselves on a daily basis. And we need to note that if someone have treaded that path before you, there is no path that you want to take right now, no matter how difficult it's looking, it seems for you. You need to know that somebody have gone through that path before you. And if it's possible for that person, then it's possible for you. Now, that's what we need to know, that for you to excel, for you to go through life and get the impossible becoming possible for you, you need to go through down the lane of history, get the history and fine-tune the history, that path, that history, and make it what's better and make it your own. There are people who have gone that lane before you. No matter whatever thing that you want to achieve in life, somebody else have achieved it before you. So for you within you to tell yourself that it is not possible for you, then it's only the limits that which you have placed within yourself. Each and every one of us, we need to understand that the ladder is always there for everyone. Now it's left for you to climb the ladder. Nobody will do the climbing for you. The ladder to success, the ladder to that great height, the ladder for you to achieve your purpose, your dream, your aims, your goals in life is always there for you. But it's now left for you to take the step and climb that ladder, because nobody else will do that for you. That's why we need to understand that when people tell you that you can, you tell them that I can. When people tell you that you may, you tell them I may. When people tell you that you will, you won't, you tell them that I will make it in life. Say it to yourself. It's all about building your belief system. And it doesn't matter, don't let anyone around you to put you down, because some people are going nowhere and they're ready to drag you down to where they are, to bring you down to their level. And it's not left for you if you want to condescend to that level or to take them to the height where you are, and which is very difficult for them to strive. Just like I said the last time when I was here, given the instance of the eagle and the crow. Now we need to understand that life has so many opportunities laid in stock for each and every one of us. But we need to know that it is preparedness that meets every opportunity that we have in life. And whatever it is that your mind conceives, you can achieve it. Only for you to know that you have to walk in the possible. You have to walk in the possible and leave the impossible, and take out the word. I once heard a man that said that where the word impossible appeared in this dictionary, he tore it off because he believed that everything is possible for him, that there is nothing that he cannot achieve in life. That is the mentality of a winner. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are at the ground floor right now or whether things are not working for you the way it ought to. You don't have to worry yourself about that. You just need to know that with time, everything will fall in place. And we need to understand that in the game of success, in the life, in the journey of success, whatever you see is what you have. That is why when God called Abraham, he said, look, what do you see? Look to the east, look to the west, look to the north and south. And that's why when we look at the prayer of David all the time, David made a prayer. He said, Father, open my eyes that I may see. Now, what is that? What is that supposed to mean? You need to understand that you cannot get beyond what you can see. It is what you can see, that is what you can have. If you place a limitation on what you can achieve right now, that is the best you can get out of life. Therefore, we need to note that no matter whatever it is, the challenges or the problems that we are going through right now in life, we can achieve anything. We can achieve the impossible. We can do the irremarkable. But we need to understand that for you to achieve that impossible, it has to do with one, you need to always at every point in time, because that is the hallmark of every leader. The hallmark of every leader who wants to attain a height in life is to what? Constantly improving his or herself. Every day you cannot remain on the background doing nothing, then you expect to do the impossible. That situation, you're still riding on it right now because you have not yet what? Self-improved yourself. You have not really what? Change who you are to who you want to be out of that situation. You need to what? Drive yourself out of that situation. You need to bring yourself out of that particular thing. That is why they said that in everything that you do, for you to get that base, that success that you want, you need a clarity of your vision. Every time I come here on this radio, I always make the statement that you need what? The clarity of your vision. That is the most important thing that can help you stay true, even in times of challenges, even in times of problems, even in times when it's as if the world is coming down on you. It's when you have a clear vision, it will help you what? To pull you through and to see you through to that during that difficult situation. Have the doctor told you that your situation is impossible, that you should just go home and prepare, and it is time for you what? To die? I'm here to tell you that with God all things are possible, and with your mindset it is possible. I once had a testimony of a woman who said that the doctor told her that her cancer has gone beyond at the curable level, that she just go and wait, and in the next she might just die in the process. But what did she do? Every morning she wakes up very beautiful, and she told herself that she buys a rose and she puts it on her vase every morning, and she beautifies her home and says to herself that everything is all right with me, nothing is wrong with me. I know that Jesus can heal me. Yes, fine. It's just, some people tell you that how can that just be possible with just that she gets her healing. But I'm here to tell us that, do you know that the healing process often always starts in your mind? Whatever thing that is within your mind, that's the way. As when you have the positive, when you are positive about a thing, you can come out of any situation. It doesn't matter what that situation is, and it doesn't matter whether people are dying through that situation or not. But you need to note that you can come out of that situation no matter whatever it is. Whether the doctor have told you that to go and prepare for your death, the doctor is not your God, and you have your own mind to believe and work yourself out of that situation. Have the world told you, or people around you have told you, that you can amount to nothing, or there is nothing good that can come out of you? But this moment I'm here to tell you that something good can come out of you, because God has deposited so much inside of us, because God has put so much inside you and I. So we need to understand that upon the fact that we know that there is so much we have inside of us, and we can do a lot, then we need to understand the fact that there is nothing impossible for us to achieve. There is no, you would just need to have the mentality that I will not quit until I win. That is the mentality each and every one of us need to have. You know, the mentality that most of us are, most mediocres, most people out there who don't want to struggle, who don't want to work for what they want in life, is the fact that when you try a thing and it's not working, the next thing you do that I've tried my best. Or you ask yourself, is your best good enough? Until my good is better, I will never want to rest. If you feel that the things that we have done our best, then do more than what you're doing right now. We need to do more than what we're doing to get to that, to get a better result. If you're putting in a 5 out of 10 and you're not getting the result that you want, then you need to put in a 7 out of 10. Then probably you get a better result. Then put a 10 out of a 10. Then even if they say if you need to aim higher, so that when you fall, you don't fall so much to the ground. You fall somewhere that you'll be far above your equals. You'll be far above your mates. But when we don't aim very high, we aim very low. At least let me aim more than my brother. My brother is aiming for a 3, so let me aim for a 5. You end up seeing that you aiming for a 5, you fall down to a 3. 3 out of 10 is what is failure. So that is what is affecting each and every one of us. We need to aim for the best. We need to aim for that height where nobody, and that a lot of people are finding difficult to get there. That's the only way we can see that we can fight through these things and come out of the problems that we're going through right now. There's so many problems, so many challenges. A lot of people are going through a lot, but I'm here to tell you that everything is possible. There is nothing that you cannot achieve. There is not to know that impossibility is only found in the dictionaries of what? Of fools. But we need to understand that for you, just like I said, that self-improvement is very important for you to go through. Understanding your vision and also having what self is improving yourself on a daily basis. So the things that also help you what to fight during that times of during the time that you're going through that challenges, during the period that you're going through obstacles, problems, there's so much worries. And I'm here to tell you that some of you might be feeling that, will I still be able to float that business? Will I still be able to own my own company? Can I still do what I want to do like my mates? It's still possible for you. You can do all that, but you just have to believe in yourself, and also note that there is no impossibility. There is nothing. Mark it. Ask yourself, what is that thing that I want to do? And go down the lane of history. Have there not been people who have done that? Then if there are people, then why do you think it's not possible for you? It's possible for everyone, but we need to note that most of the time that some of us will feel that we've had the best education, and therefore our education should speak for us. We need to understand that for you to get to that height in life, it has little or nothing to do with your education. So don't allow the education that you have, don't allow the certificates that you have, let not deny you of doing the things that you ought to do. And that's why they tell you that talent and hard work, they are two different things. A man who is hard working will succeed more than a man with a talent. Now that's why you need that talent will only find a place where there is hard work in it, and it brings out that talent. But when the talent is there and you're banking on only the talent and you're not working hard, a man who is working hard without the talent will overtake you and get the results that you want in life. And that's the same thing with education. A lot of us are well read, well educated, and we feel that our certificate should do it all. But we need to understand that the world requires skills. And that's why the world is required for that skill set valued in the marketplace. That is what the world is looking for. The world is not looking for just your certificate. What are the skills? What are the other things that you have built yourself to be? Who have you built yourself to be apart from your certificate? What else can you offer to the world apart from the certificates that you have? That's why we need to note that the people who are the high flyers, the men who are making things happen in the world, go and check their educational background. They are not the best of it all. They are not the people who have the best certificates or who have all the degrees in the world. No, but these are people who looked within and saw what they have inside of them and decide to push it out, and to understand that even when people are looking at it that this is not possible, how can you do all this? This man saw it that this is possible. We can do this. And therefore, you should know that self-improvement is very important for you to do the impossible. And you need to see every obstacle as a stepping stone. every problems, every challenges that you go through, we need to see it what as a stepping stone. Now, if you're looking for instances as Christians in the Bible, there's so many times that Christ have shown us that the impossible is possible, and this is all to teach us a lesson. If you're looking far away as a Christian, why not look deep within the Bible also to see what our Lord Jesus Christ also did in impossible situation, a situation that people think is impossible. Now, that's why when we look at the Bible very well, we understand that Jesus Christ did so many miracles. Now, that's why, for instance, that God has the power over nature. Now, the power over nature, when Jesus Christ walked on water, it's very impossible. And even asked his disciple Peter, come on. And with the belief he walked, but with time he shivered and he started sinking. So that's the same thing to show us that there's nothing impossible. Or is it the time that Jesus Christ did the miracle of feeding 5,000 with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes? I wonder if that would be enough for 6 grown men, as in adults, grown men. I'm talking about Africa here. I don't know about anywhere in the world. Giving them 6 loaves of bread and 2 fishes, and if that would be enough for them for breakfast. Now you should understand that, but Jesus Christ did that miracle just to show us that it is possible. There is no impossibility found anywhere. And also we need to understand that he showcased also that impossibility in the power of distance. When the centurion came to him, when that man that wanted his child to be healed came to Jesus Christ, and he told him that, don't worry, go home, your son is okay. And before he got home, realized that the child, that child is perfectly okay. How is it possible someone that is kilometer away from you was able to heal your son, and to show you that there is nothing impossible? That's why the Bible says that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And that's why we also find out that the power over death also, Jesus Christ showcased that in the case of Lazarus. And we find out that Lazarus was already dead and gone. About how many days he was already smelling, and people was like, this man is dead, there's nothing you can do. And he commanded that Lazarus come out. That is to show us that is the situation that we can find. We can look at that this situation is impossible. There is no way this can be done. This man is dead and gone. But Jesus Christ showed us that this situation is possible, to tell us that, I don't know, that thing that to show you that your case is just a welfare case when it compares to what Jesus Christ has shown us, the example our God, our Lord Jesus Christ has shown us in the Holy Book. Therefore, we need to understand that there is nothing, absolutely nothing. Whatever you're going through is just so little in the eyes of God. Or is it the man that's been at the pool of Bethsaida for the past 38 years? And there was nobody to throw him into the water. What did Jesus Christ do? Jesus Christ healed him to show us that this is the power that Jesus Christ had over time. And Jesus also have a power over what we call a misfortune. The man that was born blind, was it his fault that he was born blind? No, but Jesus Christ showed us that it is possible, and he healed that man. He healed the blind Bartimaeus. Now, to show this is all pointing to the fact that where we can take a leaf from. If you cannot find anything in the world to motivate you, if you cannot find anything around you to motivate you, I think the Bible is the ultimate motivator. That motivation that we should have at every point in time you're going through circumstances. Look into the world. There's a lot in store for each and every one of us. Therefore, for us to understand that everything is possible for us, we need to master the art of time, and to master the art of resources, and to master our investment. Time is very important. That's why they said he who has not mastered his time is not qualified to live. If you have not mastered your time, then you're wasting your life. If every day the things that you're doing are not propelling you towards your vision, then you're gradually dying as a person. Now, he will not also master the art of the resources that you have. How well are you managing that resources that you have? How well are you trying to replicate that resource that you have? Or you're the type that you have the little resources that you have, you're just making use of it in whatever manner that you want or you deem fit. We need to understand that the little, he who is not faithful in little cannot be faithful in much. For you to do exploit, you don't need all the salary, you don't need all the money in the world, you don't need to be a billionaire for you to start up a business. Most business ventures that they were floated and they became something today, go and look at it, they started with zero capital, but all that business had was what? Belief. All that business had was that I can do the impossible. They believe that they can do the impossible, and they believe that it is possible for them, and they worked towards it. Therefore, you need to understand that the resources that you have, master your time, use your resources wisely, prudently. And the next one was invest. The resources that you have right now, how well are you investing in it? What are you investing on? Or you're just eating up, whiling away time, or buying the unnecessaries. Now we need to understand that the little resource that we have, we need to invest in it, because this is the thing that can yield back to us, that can give us back the things that we want in life. Now we need to note that in life, for you to be a star, you can't be a star without a scar. And the scar of every star is what? Sacrifice. There is no star that is without a scar in life. Therefore, just like I said, that scar that in life of that star is what? Is sacrifice. Now ask yourself, what sacrifice are you willing to pay? What sacrifice are you willing to embrace? Are you willing to, what sacrifice right now are you paying for your dream? Every dream has a sacrifice. Therefore, it might be that you're going through that period or this challenging time, because of that is a sacrifice you have to pay for your dream. But if you give up along the way, if you don't believe that it's possible for you, then you find out that everything will just go down the drain just like that, without you achieving much in life. Now we need to understand that there is so much in stock for each and every one of us. There is so much ahead of us that we need to achieve. That's why I said earlier that we need to have the mentality of, until I win, I will not quit. That it is not over until I win. And you need to believe in yourself and believe in that goal. People might not see, even when things start happening for you, people might not see that, who is this one? Where is she springing from? Where is this springing from? From where? We don't know you in business. How come you're overtaking? You're just everywhere. Now it's possible. It's all about you, believing in yourself and believing in your dreams, and also believing that this thing is possible for me, and therefore I can do it, because our Lord Jesus Christ has shown us examples of these things. And we need to understand that just as Christ has done it, it's also possible for each and every one of us. And that's why we need to understand that to make the impossible possible, we need to delete that word from our dictionary and write on the wall, possible. Everything is possible. Even when people are running away from it, you look at it and say it is possible. Say to yourself right now, it is possible. I know I can fulfill my dream. I know I can achieve that goal. I know I can build my own house. I know I can float my own business. I know I'm coming out of that ill health. I know I'm coming out of that challenges and reinventing my life, because that's why the Bible said that ask and it shall be given unto you. Ask unto the Lord and he will grant it to you. Sometimes when difficult situation arises or things happen to us, we hinge it on the fact that it is the will of God. Do you think that it is the will of God that you're going through that situation that you're going through right now? It is the will of God that things are not working fine for you. And a lot of people use that mentality and they stay on the ground without doing anything. Sometimes things happen to bring you to a better place. We need to understand the time. That's why they said the children of Issachar, they understood what the time. We need to understand the time. That challenges that you're going through right now. Why am I going through these challenges? What is the purpose? There's a purpose for everything. Let's not just trivialize the things that is happening to us currently. There's this purpose for it. What is the purpose? Then we understand the purpose, then we drive ourselves out of it. We push ourselves out of it by work. That's why the Bible will always say everything you need to work it out. You work out even your own salvation with fear and with trembling. Therefore, you need to work out your dreams also with fear and also with trembling. If you don't work it out, nobody will work it out for you. And that for you to work it out, you need to believe that it's possible. Now, it is possible, and it is possible for me. And one day I've also always believed that I will be a legal practitioner, and that's why it became possible for me. When people were looking at it, that okay, I know I'm giving an instance with myself. I can remember when I wanted to gain admission into the university, and I was studying. I had to write my entrance exam, was it twice. I wrote the first one. I didn't pull through. I had a little mark short, falling short of the cut of mark. And somebody was like, somebody said to me, "What's the point? Why not pick a different course, a lesser course that your mark is up to, and forget law?" But because I already have the vision clear within myself, I told myself that this is what I want, and I don't. It doesn't matter. But I know that by the time I go for the next try, I'm going to get it better. And I also had an uncle who came during the process when I was preparing for my entrance exam. He said something that if you have covered your syllabus 2 times, you cover it twice, why not go over and do it, cover it 8 times? And there's no way you go back to back. Cover your syllabus 8 times, that you have you have difficult when you enter the examination hall and you will not know what to write. And I followed that advice. It wasn't so rosy, it wasn't so easy, but because I know what I wanted, I had to read as if all depended on reading, and also what you pray also unto God. And lo and behold, when I wrote my entrance examination, that thing that seemed impossible, see what I could not get that course. I got a course on merit. I was the first on my list, on the list of my school. So you need to understand that there is nothing, if you set your mind to something, you can always achieve it. It doesn't matter whether there have been setbacks. It doesn't matter whether you have tried before and you failed. Failure doesn't mean that there's something I did not do right. Therefore, the next time I need to make it right, and I don't have to make the same mistake I made the last time when I was making the attempt. Now, I just show you ways of not doing those things, and also better ways of you doing those things. It depends on how we learn. We learn more from failure than from our successes. We need to understand that failure teaches us more than when we succeed. Imagine you started, all things are rosy for you. You don't know what failure is like. Everything about you so rosy, you succeed and there's success in all true. You don't know what failure looks like, but when it hits on you, that's why you see most people like that don't survive it. And because they don't know, they don't have the experience. Everything has been wonderful for them. But when there are setbacks, sometimes it goes to teach you the things that you have omitted to do. So it places you in a better position, and also helps you to have a better being a better role model, and also talking to people more, and for people to learn from your story of what has happened to you and how you were able also to come out of that particular situation. Therefore, I want us to note that no matter the situation that we are going through right now, no matter the challenge, no matter the obstacles, it is possible. Everything is possible for you. Always say this to yourself: it is possible. I know I can do it. If they have done it before, I know I can do it. Just look at down the lane of history. Bring out the history. Who are those? Find that history, and you model that history. You make that history better and make it yours. When you look at the people in the track and field events, when you look at the runners, the athletes, when you want to set a record, somebody ran a race in 1 minute 30 seconds, and you want to set a record. What will you do? You run your own race probably in 1 minute. You look at how the person, was able to run the race in 1 minute 30 seconds, and look at how the person went about it, and you look at a better way you can do that thing in order to beat that record. That means you have to do 2 times what that person did in order for you to beat that record. Don't think you can do what that person did and you get the same result. You get a better result than that person. It's not possible. For you to beat a record, you need to increase the standard. The standard you have to increase the standard. Therefore, wherever you are right now, whatever thing that you're doing, increase your standard, increase the way that you do things, improve the way that you're doing that thing. It is possible. You can win that award. You can be the most celebrated. You can get that award that you want. You can get whatever thing you can think of. You can get that. But just improve on your standard. Improve on the way that you're doing those things. And also change your belief system. Because our belief system, that's why they said healing comes from the mind. Everything you do comes from the mind. The success that we're looking for comes from the mind. That's why I always quote this book of Joyce Meyer. I love that book so much. She wrote that book and she called it the battlefield of the mind. She said in that book said that any battle that you cannot win in your mind, you cannot win it in reality. Every battle that you have lost already in your mind, forget about it. Whatever thing you're trying to do right now, you're only wasting your time. You're only buying time and just wasting time. Now you need to first of all fight that battle within you and win the battle. Then throw it out to the universe. Your genie is always there waiting for you to make the confession that it is possible. The genie is waiting for you to bring that order, for you to carry it out to realization. But most of the time, because we are so weak in mind, and that is why the particular circumstances, the things that is happening to us is still going around. We're still going what? In circles. Therefore, I'm here to tell each and every one of us it's possible. Nobody in your lane has ever been a president. Who told you it's not possible for you to be the next president of your country? Nobody has ever been a medical doctor. Nobody has ever been a graduate in your lineage. Who told you it's not possible for you to be the first graduate? There's always a first time. There's always someone who always breaks the record. And who told you that you cannot be the best business mogul in the world? And because nobody in your business, in your lineage, is a business person. Who told you can't succeed in business? Or no, who told you that you can't be that career person that you want, or having the best, being the best in that field? Who told you can't be that? Because nobody has ever been the best in your family. You can be the first. Who told you can't win that award? Because nobody has ever won award in your lineage. You can win that award. Don't let your antecedent, don't let your background affect you. Now, that is the thing that often affects each and every one of us. We let our background, the things that we've gone through, how we were brought up, how our lives have been, the history of our family lineage, and these things are the things that we put in our minds and therefore drag us. You can't be so heavy in your mind and expect to bring out the best inside of you. It's not possible. You need to lighten up. Tell yourself, I need to lighten up. Lighten yourself up. There's so many things that are going on in your mind right now. Share those things out. Those worries, those concerns, those things are weighing you down. Bring those things down and take those things out, because you need to understand that until that mountain is pulled down, you cannot pull up, because that mountain will keep on dragging you. Those things that you see as a mountain, you need to crush it. Until you crush it, that is the only time that you can see yourself flying ahead of others, and that's the time you can see yourself doing better than any other person. You are the best. And tell yourself every day that I am the best. It doesn't matter who is ahead of you. It doesn't matter. There's so many people. There's so many dollars. I heard the story when I listened to Les Brown. He said something. He said when he was in school, in high school, the teacher wrote something negative. I said that you're a dullard. You can't assimilate. Therefore, it's just better for you to withdraw. And this was told on his self image, on himself. He just believed that he could not do anything until someone spoke something to him, and that particular word changed his life. And this is someone now that is going around the world. He motivates. When he speaks, people's life changes for the better. And that's why I always love listening to him, because he is a man of great words. But who could believe that something good could have ever come out of him if he himself did not find a place in his heart to believe that, yes, I can do this thing. And that's why I said that some people are at the verge of confusion, that you don't know where you belong. You're not a winner, you're not a loser. You don't know, you have not discovered where you are exactly. These are the kind of people. That was who Les Brown was when he was in high school. But it took someone's word to bring out the best out of him. And now whoever knew that something like this, he could do a wonderful work like this, changing the lives of people, transforming people's lives through his words, and changing people's minds for them to do exploits, raising giants with his words. And that's why we need to understand that if you are in that category that you don't know where you belong, you're just confused. You might just need someone's word, just someone's word to someone to say something to you. And you might also be that change that somebody else is looking for. You have something that somebody else doesn't have. A word of encouragement. You might not have the money to give to everyone, but you have something to share to someone. You have something to say to someone. And just every day, let's endeavor to what? Encourage one another. Wherever you find yourself, that is what will make the world to go round. And that's what will make us want to be have a better place, a better world, and better people coming out with great inventions, and also coming out with bringing out the innate ability inside of them. Every day, let's say something wonderful to someone. Someone, you might just need that just one word. You can do it. Just that three letter word, you can do it, can change someone's life. Just that word, I believe in you, can change someone's life. Just that word that it is possible for you. I have gone through that lane. It's also possible for you. Can change someone's life. Some people don't believe they are good enough. Some people don't believe that they can do it. Some people don't believe that anything good can come out of them. But they just need that word from you. And that's why I'm saying to someone out there, you can do it. I'm saying to someone out there, it is possible for you. I'm saying to someone out there, you can achieve the impossible. I'm saying to someone out there, you are the next big thing the world is waiting for. Just believe in yourself and work on yourself. Improve on yourself every day. What you input in yourself is what radiates out to the world. Get depth. Don't be so shallow. Get depth within you. It is the depth that you have inside of you that what spring out and also what launch out to the whole world. And I always give the instance of the Chinese bamboo tree. We understand how the Chinese bamboo tree, you plant it, it doesn't grow, it doesn't spring out anything, not even a tiny leaf. For the next 5 years, it's just the same way. You just keep on watering and doing the work, all you need to do there. But after that, on the 5th year, you find out that that Chinese bamboo tree springs up, and it just takes few weeks, and it grow over 90 feet tall. Now, to show you that those 5 years, they were using it to get depth. It was using those years to get depth inside, and others were busy growing, outgrowing it. But in the next, just within the first time it sprang up, and within few weeks, it became 90 feet taller than the others. So we need to understand that for you to outshine the other, for you to be the best in your field, for you to get that which you want in life, we need to understand that to be ahead of your equal, you need to get the depth, and let your depth be so deep. And how can you be? You need to work on yourself. I once said this thing in my series some times ago. I said you need to work on yourself more than you work on your job, or more than you work on the thing that you're doing currently. Work on yourself, improve yourself every day. Do something that gear you towards what achieving. Be productive. Be productive in everything that you do. And we'll find out that by the time we imbibe all this, we'll find out that no matter the challenge, no matter the situations that comes through our way, we'll be able to pull through and get the results that we want out of life. Therefore, beat your chest this moment and tell yourself, it is possible. Because I'm telling myself right now, it is possible for me. I can do it. If others have done it before, I can also do it. So therefore, it's also what's possible for you. Thank you.
It is possible. I love that title, Mercy Ukonu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
That you are here to empower the people of God that maybe are still walking in ignorance and also walking in fear. We appreciate your time, and that is why we are praying that that you continue to be a gift to this generation. Because what matters is what are we going to keep for the next generation. We have to prepare them. And I do believe that you are called right now at this time to make sure that your ministry is going to touch all over the whole world. Those of you that are watching, good afternoon, good morning, and good day. We thank you that you are here supporting this Brainball series all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. And we cannot allow our sister to go until maybe if you have also any question, those of you that are watching, I would like you to indicate you have heard what she said. It is possible. Remember that with God, Because we have to bring God in equation here. We have to invite the supernatural into natural, divinity into humanity. It is with God. Yes, if you apply his principle, then there will be a success. So, but if you
Sure.
apply your own principle blindly, I don't know where it's going to lead you, because a lot of people have been walking in darkness and ignorance. So now I just have 4 questions
Okay,
before
sir.
we allow our barrister to go. Barrister, thank you so much. We have heard what you said,
Yes,
that
sir.
it is possible. That means we shouldn't anymore walk in fear, that we have to be courageous, be strong, and fight this good fight of faith. Many rivers to cross, many mountains to be taken, many Goliaths to overcome. But we are here as God's people, made in the image and likeness of God. So we are not walking in fear. So my first question I want to ask you, Mercy Ukonu, is in the midst of much worries, you see right now, much tribulation, much worries, how possible is it to achieve this dream? Because today, things is not going well. You know, a lot of people have lost their job. A lot of people have lost their loved ones. In the whole world right now, it's tribulation. So now, and a lot of people now are a little bit confused. So what you are saying right now, that it is possible, how can we still achieve our dream in this time of problem now?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. There's no, we can achieve our dream. That's why the topic came. It is possible. So it's why things, if everything is rosy for each and every one of us, we can't think about possible or impossible. We can't think about impossible. Just feel that everything is just all like that. It's because of a time like this. It's because of a situation like this. That's why we tell ourselves that it is possible. And it is, that is the word, that is the encouragement that we have, what to say or to ourselves. Therefore, for us to thrive through this system, this during this time, we need to understand that we need to operate on a larger vision of ourselves. Now, when there is a problem, when there's a situation, when there's an obstacle, you raise the standard. The standard that you had when things were rosy is not the same standard you should put in place right now, that things are not the way it used to be. And we know that a lot of things have gone, a lot of negative things around, and things are not the way they used to be. So now you don't expect yourself to operate the same way you were operating when things were better than how it was, how it is now. So therefore, we need to understand that for us to thrive well this season, we need to operate on a larger and a higher vision of ourselves, and also what the standard. We need to raise the standard. What are the things, if you have been doing it two, this is the time to double your efforts. This is the time to do four. If you have been doing a four, this is the time to do eight. Now we need to increase the standard, increase the vision of ourselves, and also believe it is possible. And it is definitely what's possible. Therefore, take your mind away from turbulence situations. Take your mind away from the obstacle. Just have a belief and look at, have there been a time that people have gone through this situation, and are there people that pulled through it? Then these are the things that should be on our minds. If there are times that people have gone through economic situations like this, problems, pandemics, and all that, and people were able to come pull through out of it, and also to do better than how they were before, then you can also to do it. These are the things we need to that's why I said date down back to history. Get the history, model that history, and make it better, and make it your own. And that this season might even just be because of you. It might be because the world wants to raise a giant like you, and that's why we have these turbulent situations, or that's why we have the condition that we're having in the world today. Therefore, raise the standard of doing things, and also raise your standard, the level of your vision, enlarge your vision about yourself, and do what's better than what you're doing before. Then you can pull through with your belief system. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we are running out of time, but all the same, we cannot let you go Another question. Those of you that are watching, we are waiting for your question before we allow Barrister to go. Barrister, what is the place of education in success achievement? You know, we have a lot of educated people, but I see that many of them are still working in ignorance. You know, so I'm asking you now, right now. So, what is that place of education in success achievement?
Okay, we need to understand that the very breakthrough of every leader is by so just like I said in the course of my teaching, is by self-improvement. It has a little or nothing to do with your education. Not to say to the fact that education is not important, it's very, very important. But gone are the days that they say that education is the best legacy. But we need to understand that education right now is just be mentioned as one of the best, just a stepping stone for you. Because if you're lettered and you're educated, you might be in business and you might do better than someone who is not lettered. But that is not the truth in all circumstances, because there are people who are ruling the world in the world of business who are not what educated, but they understand the art of what self-improvement. Education is can give you an edge, can also what bring you down. If you believe that education should give you all you want, all you need to get out of life, that is where man making the very big mistake. We need to understand that you have gotten that education. One, don't get you're educated and you dump yourself just like that without working on yourself, improving on yourself, putting things into yourself. Because it is the things that you put into yourself, that's the depth I'm talking about. We don't just have to be shallow. You have that education, but somebody might not have that education. The person might go farther than you to study and to improve his or herself, to get something was better out of to be better in business than you. Therefore, education is very important, but not to say the fact that that is what will make you successful in life. That is what a big lie, because I've never in the history found out that the best, the most educated people are the ones succeeding or ruling the world of business or ruling the world today. When you find out that those who are ruling the world are dropouts, and those, I'm not encouraging you dropping out of school, so let's not get it all wrong. But we need to understand that education, as much as important it is, we need to understand that the art of self-improvement is also what's very important. We need to keep on self-improvement, improving ourselves on a daily basis in order for us to become better in life. Therefore, I just believe that education is very important, but that is not what will keep you there. It is not enough to give you an edge, or it's not enough to place you better than someone who is not well read. The person might as well do better in business than you, except you decide to take the bull by the horn and also improve yourself and keep on improving yourself on a daily basis. And you find out that you can also go ahead more than the person who is not well read in school. But that is not to say that it is what will give you the success that you want in life. Just a stepping stone for you to get the best, to get more out of life. That's why when you're in the university, they tell you that it's just a small world. You're just within the circles of a small world. The larger world is out there. And sometimes you're not prepared for that larger world. When you go out there, it swallows you up. And that's why you see a lot of graduates have been swallowed up into the real world, because they don't understand what the real world looks like. They look at it from the four walls of the university, that this is all, so you should give me all I want. And when they come out, they don't get it all. They get disappointed and they start going down, and all the whole certificate, all the whole education world amounts to nothing. Therefore, let's not carry that certificate on our heads. We can do better by improving ourselves and also being versatile and learning more. Life is a continuous process of learning. So we need to keep on improving, sharpening that skills and sharpening that mind and the skills, and that's the only way we can get better and have an edge above the other.
Okay. Wow, thank you so much, Barrister. Thank you. Keep on improving. Those of you that are watching, our Kingdom Rdio is here to make sure that we bring all this knowledge that have been missing, and misconception that we have received, that is making us not to arrive to our promised land. That is why we have different series of programs Brainbox. If you want to follow us again, you're going to be here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks again. That means that should be towards the ending of this month. Go back again to our YouTube page. Go and follow her up and see different topic, mind-blowing topic that she have prepared for this generation, because this generation must get it right. And that is what we are trying to do here, to decode some of the ignorance that is making us not to come of age. So, and we are so happy to have you, Barrister. You are really a blessing, if I may tell you. We appreciate
Thank you, sir.
your time here, and we know those of you that are watching, please help us to share this broadcast. Let it get to the youths, wherever they are. Let them, because they are our future leaders. We got to give them this, revelation that we are receiving from Barrister Ukonu. Barrister Ukonu, before you go again, I have the third question that I would like to ask you. How do we train our mind to think the possible? Because, some of our people have not really trained their mind. And, we do the possible, but God do the impossibility. So, but we need this training. We need this upgrading. So how do you think that we can do it, woman of God?
Okay. Training our minds is something very easy. Is something within our reach and also within our control. It's something we can do. Now, training our mind to think of the possible all the time is by the deposition. It's just simple by the deposition. That's why they say that you cannot have more than what you have put inside your bank account. You can't put 1,000 naira in your bank account and you're expecting to see a 1 million naira inside your bank account. How possible is that? It's not possible. So the same thing amount, the bank cannot add an extra for you. They give you, maybe it's all those fractions that you just find in it, but you can't have a leap of 1,000 naira to 1 million naira. It's not possible. So whatever you deposit inside the bank is what you come back to see, and that is what you get, and that is what you believe you have, and that is what you also want to work with. So we need to understand that for you to build your mind, you need to work on your depositions. Your depositions is what helps you to build that positive mind. Whatever you deposit inside your mind is like your bank account. So if you deposit the right thoughts there, that is what will radiate outside. But if you deposit the wrong thoughts there, that is also what you will have. That is why they said in life that you are the sum total of what you do right now. For example, what you are doing currently today is what will transcend into your future. And not when you get there, you'll be surprised at the future you have, not forgetting the fact that the things that you're doing daily today is what is bringing you to the future that you have tomorrow. So we need to understand that to work to get a positive mind, for you to always work on the positive, you have to deposit it every day. That is why I said that your genie is always there waiting for you. What are you saying to the universe? What are you saying? That's why they said the law of attraction. Whatever you attract is what you get. Whatever you release into the universe is what the universe brings back to you. So whatever you release into your mind is what your mind brings back to you in times of situations, or the way you talk, the way you address things, the way you see life, the way you think right now, the way you talk right now, the way you see life right now is as a result of your deposition. The things that you have deposited inside your mind, they are the things that you're dishing out right now. And that's the words that you're speaking. That's the actions that you're taking. That's the things that you're doing. If you're deposited rightly, you get the right one. If you're deposited wrongly, it dishes out the wrong one. So that's why they say whatever you sow is what you reap. You can't sow maize and you expect to reap orange, something different. It's not possible. So you can, whatever you have inside of you is what you bring out. Therefore, for us to work on together positive thoughts, for us together to work in the positive all the time, to see ourselves in a positive light, make sure you take time to deposit the right thoughts there inside your mind. Work on your deposition. Therefore, because it is what you have. That's why in law, there's something we said, and nemo dat quod non habet. That's a Latin maxim that says that you cannot give what you don't have. What you don't have, you can't give it. It's not possible. You can't dish out positive things when you only have negative things inside of you. Therefore, we need to know that every day millions of thoughts runs through our minds, but you need to sieve it out and sieve the chaff, the wheat from the water, the chaff, so you know the right one to be inside of you. Therefore, to work in the positive all the time, deposit the positive words, and that's what you get back in return. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Barrister.
Thank you, sir.
You are really a powerful teacher. We really need to support you. We need to support you. Those of you that are watching, if you have not visited her YouTube page, please, why don't you do that immediately after this program? We need to support Barrister because we want this message to reach the whole 200 nation in the world. We need to deliver our people. We need to deliver them. So I'm asking everyone to be part of this mandate. We are called to preach the gospel all over the whole world. So now, final question I have to ask you, Barrister, is how do I know I'm holding myself back from achieving my dreams? How do I know? Because I have to know if I'm really holding myself back. I have to know, because if I don't know, it will be very difficult for this achievement. Thank you. That's the final question before we let you go. God bless you.
Okay. How do you know you're holding yourself back? And that's why I said everything we do, we just need to look within. That's the way you find out whether you're holding yourself back or whether you're not holding yourself back. Because what are the just like it's just flowing from the last question. What are the depositions? What are the things that you do more often? And if you realize that if you're the type that often you tell lies or often you do a negative thing, the things that you do most of the time is negative, then you should know that somehow, somewhere, I'm really a problem to myself. I'm really the one like was shooting myself in the leg. Because we need to understand that nobody, just like I said earlier, the ladder is there, but is left for us to climb. Is left for each individual to climb on that ladder. That ladder that is provided for us to the success top is not for a particular person, it's for everyone. So are you willing to climb that success? Now you know what your dream demands. You know what your goals demand. You know what you need to do to get that result that you want in life. Now you ask yourself, are you doing those things? This is how you know whether you are holding yourself back or not. You know, most of the time we sit back, we look for especially I don't know how it works every other place in the world, but we look for someone to blame. That is my mother that is holding me back, is because my parents weren't successful, that's why I'm not successful. We lay the blame game on someone else. But you need to understand that for you to know that you are the one holding yourself, look at what your dream demands and look at what you're doing currently. Are they at par? If they are not at par, then you know that there's something along the line, then somewhere, somehow, I'm the one holding myself. But if you're working towards your dream and you're working exactly and giving it all it takes, and the result is not showing, or you feel that the result is not coming, then know that you are in the right track. It only takes time. Then you just have to up your game and do better than what you're doing right now. Then you realize that you get what you want. Then for you to know whether you're holding yourself, look at what your dream demands and look at what you're doing currently. If they are not working in line, then you know that you need to do something about it. Then you are the one holding what your success. You are the one not doing what you need to do in life. Now, for example, a child who is going to school and you know that you need to study for you or to get a good grade. You are not studying, then the time for the exam, and you expect to have a good result. Who is holding whoself? Are you not the one holding yourself? Nobody is holding you back. Then when you go, that child, when as a student, you go back, you sit down, you check how did I study for this exam. Then you find out that you didn't study right. Then you know that you have to mend that ways. You are into business. You're not doing what the business requires. You own a shop. You don't go to your shop. You don't open it. You go to it leisurely when you want, at any time you want. Then you need to understand that something is wrong somewhere. There's something that you're not doing right. Then definitely you're the one holding yourself from moving to the next level, nobody else. Therefore, look at your dream, look at what you're doing. If they're not at par, then work on it. Then know that you are the one holding your success back. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Powerful. We are our own personal enemy. Okay, thank you so much, Barrister. I think we have come to the end of this wonderful program, Brainbox, which those of you that are watching, if you want to continue to follow her, we recommend that you visit her YouTube page, Brainbox Series, Mercy Ukonu. You can also visit her Facebook page and see exactly what she is doing. Well, thank you so much, Mercy, for your time. Finally, finally, in conclusion, what is your final advice? Because we really want to summarize and get this thing right just in 1 minute, so that we can send it out right now. We have to share, so that it will get to every person on this earth. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. God bless you too. I just want to say that, just like I said earlier, it is possible for us. It is possible for you and I. We can do anything we set our minds to do. Just work on your belief system. It's very, very important to get the results that we want out of life. Two people might be going through the same situation, but one might come out of it more than the before the other. It's all depends on what the person decides, believes. Now, there's a scenario. I once listened to a man who a speaker, a motivational speaker, and he talked about two of his friends. Two of them lost their job on this at the same time. They searched for a job, and they searched for a job, and they couldn't get. One gave up, but the other one refused to give up. He kept on searching, and he found one by himself, not because they employed him, but he told them that I will work for you, but for free. Don't bother. They said they are not looking for it. They said, don't bother, don't pay me, but I just want to work. And he started working. And when a position came out for a managerial position came out, he was offered it, and he became dedicated, even though he wasn't being paid, but he did everything he had to do. And when the opportunity came, he was given that managerial position. So the issue is that everything is all about our mindset. So therefore, let's reset our minds to think in the positive, and note that there is no journey too great for us to, no mountain too high for us to climb, and no journey too far for us to embark on. If only what we believe, and if only we can say to ourselves, it is possible. It is possible. You can achieve the irremarkable. You can do the impossible. Just believe in yourself, and everything will work out fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Barrister.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Extend my greeting to your team, Brainbox.
All right.
And
Thank you, sir.
We look forward again to receive you in 2 weeks' time. May God bless you.
Thank you.
And
God bless you too, sir.
Thank you for your
message.
Thank
you so much, sir.
Thank you for this wonderful insight.
Thank you. And thank you all for listening. All those out there, I really appreciate you all. God bless you.
Easy concept.
I rejoice. I am so glad that man that gave his all for me is coming back.